What's up? Can we get some yeah. We here.
We are back again.
I'm back.
For the second time.
For the second time?
The
First
second
time
time.
this year, though.
Yeah, first time this year.
So, welcome to 4 Youth Live. I know the numbers is kind of like different right now.
Yeah.
It's 2 live
It's
right
two
now.
live right now.
But
okay?
we got another guest coming in, which is going to be sitting for Nora, which is Loso Baby. We got him out there in traffic and everything, but he'll be sitting soon. But welcome back. I'm excited.
I'm excited too. Like
excited.
I'm thrilled to have them come back for a second time.
Yeah,
and
what's been up with you though? What's been up? I ain't see you with the got a hair chain last time. You
I
came
know,
hit the
right?
braids
I came
and
with the braids,
everything.
and then I took a break from the braids. Okay?
Took a break from the
The braids had to go.
Okay.
But it's been good. I mean, the year started off kind of a little shaky for me.
It's been a lot has happened in 2020.
Yeah,
for
so
2
fast.
months.
It's only February, going into March. That's the crazy part.
It's the last day.
Recipes to my uncle Cecil. He passed.
Rest in peace.
He passed January 7th. My head's been kind of messed up, but I'm back in the game though. He's in a better place now. So, recipes to my uncle.
Yeah, rest in peace. I'm sorry to hear that.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
And rest in peace. I mean, in that zone. Rest in
Yeah,
peace, Kobe.
Kobe.
Rest in peace, Pop Smoke.
Pop Smoke.
A
A lot of people don't know about him. Young artist.
Young artist, rapper, 20 years old.
Yeah, he's my age. That's the scary part.
20 years old.
When we
to
were
social media,
yeah.
it's just.
And the crazy part is when we were young, we were taught that as you get older, up in age, your time is limited. Now it's not even about the age no more. It's not even about.
You gotta live life every day to the fullest.
It's young people. It's the youth. It's the youth.
A lot of youth has been leaving this earth too
soon.
soon. This year alone, we've had in the industry. I'm just talking about in the industry, in the music industry. It's been 13 to 14, 13 young artists that have been killed and
a
stuff.
lot of them, and a few of them, majority of them is due to that young mentality. Wanted to show off
jealousy.
what you jealousy.
Honestly,
wanting to show off what you got and things like that. We gotta limit that.
We gotta limit that. We gotta limit how we present ourselves on social media and be cautious of everything that's around us, because you can't put everything out on social media. You know what I'm saying? You can't put.
Not everybody's gonna have that support, that love.
Support of it, because
there's
always somebody that want what you got.
Yeah.
There's somebody that want what you have, and that's kind of how I tell a lot of people that's in the social media, I'm like, man, what you doing? Like, if I see one of my friends out there posting some stuff about money and they got money, I'm like, what are you doing? Why are you posting that you got thousands and thousands of dollars?
Yeah, we gotta kind of get rid of that youthful mindset. You know, that's not something. That's not something we don't always have to show, and then we can show in other ways. You know. You can show in other ways. It doesn't have to be materialistic things or, you know, putting it in the camera or anything like that. You don't got to show all of that.
Bling, bling and stuff.
You know, like, show your success. Yeah. Show your... You
can move silently and still be noticed along the way because your moves will make headlines. Your moves will make headlines. Your moves will make noise. You're going to make noise regardless if you make an impact. Yeah. You know?
Definitely. So what about, you know, New Year's? What was your New Year's resolution, if you don't mind sharing that with us?
My New Year's resolution.
Got him.
Believe it or not, a lot of people are trying to lose weight. I'm trying to put some weight on. I'm trying to put some. I'm trying to get to like 170. You know, I'm trying to stock up. You know,
it's okay.
I'm tired of people looking
Shout
at
out
me
to
like
the slim people. Okay.
Tired of people out there looking at me like, oh, I can take. No.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm big on them. You know what I mean?
Big on them. Okay, mine says just okay. Let me be serious with the people. I like to be honest with the people.
Okay, be honest with
I don't try to make New Year's resolution because we often say we're going to do something, and if you're anything like me, we know that is a lie. That is not true. Okay, we're going to go to the gym every day. No. Okay, so I try to say I'm going to be better than I was last year, and whatever that may be, that's my growth. You know. But I try not to pinpoint on what I'm actually going to do, because if you're anything like me, nah.
You start procrastinating, putting stuff to the side. Like, I like to write the stuff. I've been taking this new approach where I'm writing the stuff down. I just go ahead and write it down.
Okay.
I'm not a big planner person. I'm kind of like, let it come and then face it head on like that. But I've taken the new approach where, you know, you plan it out, write it down, see it. And it's good to see you cross those things off, even if it's the small things. Like, I had one where I was like, I got to pay a ticket, be honest. You know what I'm saying? Pay the ticket. I paid it all, crossed it off. I feel good about crossing off the list. Like, okay, all right,
because
that's off the list.
Because you see that list go down. You know, you start and you're like, man, I got to get through all of this. Yep. You see that list go down. So let's do that. We're going to encourage everybody to make a list.
Make a list.
Write it down on paper.
Make a list. Facebook.
Go and cross that out, okay? Give yourself a pat on the back when you do that, okay?
Buy yourself some shoes or something, you know what I'm saying? Eat something. Treat yourself. You know, you do something, you knock some off your list, you should reward yourself. Reward yourself. I think that a lot of people, we get stressed out a lot of times because we always going and then we don't get no reward in the time. We might accomplish something.
Right.
But we don't feel accomplished because we just keep going to the next thing. So take time out, see what you have accomplished, and then reward yourself a little bit. Go ahead, get yourself a Big Mac, something. You know what I'm saying?
The Big Mac.
Take your little steak or something. No, get you a steak.
Wait,
get you some
you can't go from the Big Mac to the steak now.
Hey, shoot,
okay.
But
my McDonald's lovers, shout out to y'all.
Ain't no McDonald's lovers out there. If y'all eat McDonald's in 2020. Come on now. You are in the bathroom. You are the time staying in the bathroom.
Okay, let's change that up. Shout out to the Chick-fil-A lovers. Is that better?
Chick-fil-A actually is taking over.
Okay.
Taking over.
And shout out to the healthy.
Yes.
The good eating. You know?
I'm thinking about going to vegan for like a couple weeks. I ain't gonna lie. I've like.
Let's encourage.
Okay, so I've seen people like on Twitter, like, you know, doing different ways of cooking it and stuff like that. So I'm like, all right, why not? You know, first of all, it looked like it's coming out cheaper the way they described it. It looked like it's coming out cheaper.
Yeah.
And on top of that, you know, it's better for you. You know,
it's better for you. Feel good.
You know, make you feel good. And on top of that, like, I know this is like the last day of Black History Month, being that it is Black, you know, the end of the Black History Month.
Yeah.
I was watching, it was like a special or something on, like, you know, Black Eats or something like that. But pretty much, you know how that whole thing on Twitter came out where they saying coronavirus, you know, Africans are not are kind of immune to it because of our skin and stuff like that. I was like, okay, so we got to keep our immune systems up too.
Keep our immune systems. Let's do that research.
This weather is tricky out here, you know.
We got to get into that research. I just learned something new. Go learn something new today. Okay.
Oh, yeah. I learned something.
I just learned something new.
Being it's Black History Month, I learned that, you know, a fun fact. I was telling this young kid because he was about to go he had to take a trip to London.
Okay.
I told him to go visit Big Ben because nobody really knows, but Big Ben is actually named the Benjamin Banneker. Yeah, you know.
Okay.
A lot of people don't know that, you know. So it's just those fun facts to know that, you know, we are out here, you know. People try to hide those things, you know.
Right.
We don't get told that stuff in school. We got to go
Right.
find that kind of, you know, intellectual and other education. But
of course,
we got a packed show. We got a little bit of a packed show today.
Yeah, we do. We got a lot here for y'all, okay?
But before we do get started, we want to thank we got our mamas in the building. We
Yeah,
got the
mamas
Four
in the
Sisters
building,
live. We
Four
got Miss
Sisters
Peggy, got Miss
live.
Wild. We got our sisters in the house.
Hey.
Don't forget that we do this every Saturday. This is just the 5th Saturday. It's the For Youth Live.
For Youth Live, fifth Saturday.
Yeah, first Saturday we do domestic violence. That's covered by Miss Y. Second health is health and wellness. That's Miss Linda. That's my grandma. And third, education and mentoring. We got Miss Charlene, who chair is always moving. Fourth, entrepreneurship. That's led by Miss Peggy over here. And fifth, that's us. We out
For
here.
Youth Live.
For Youth Live. We out here. But we're going to take a quick commercial break. We're going to come back because we got to get Loso in here so we can get some more energy because he's going to bring that energy. That's what Loso do.
Okay.
So we're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back. For Youth Live. Don't
For
go
Youth
nowhere.
Live. Keep that energy flowing.
Hey,
we back in business.
We are back, and guess who we have over here?
It's me, guys.
Loso, baby, in his house.
Okay.
This the energy himself. What's going on with you, brother? How you doing?
Ain't nothing much. Just enjoying the beautiful youth that we have here.
Hey,
You
know,
we in the
shout out
house.
to the youth.
We in
Yes,
the house,
sir.
man.
Yes,
How
sir.
you?
Okay.
So what's been popping with you? I know you've been ever since you've been coming to this, you know, you a part of the family now here. You know, you part of the family here. So every time you come here, though, you set it on fire. Last time I saw you, you was down there at Busboys and Poets.
Yes, sir. Yes,
doing
sir.
a thing, man.
So yeah, basically, I just been energized when it comes to my level of progression and so forth, and just been dealing with the music literally in the studio every Sunday, trying to work on this upcoming project. Just released a single February 3rd. It's called Wet. Definitely take a look in that. Matter of fact, everybody that's listening right now, go on Google after this and type in LOSO Baby. That's Loso Baby. I'm gonna come up straight up like that, and yeah, y'all can get up my whole download, my tour dates, my everything when projects is dropping and all that.
Okay, so we doing the big over here.
Yeah, we got Loso Baby, but come on, man.
He got
this the real deal in here. We thought we was just bringing some regular old. Nah, we got the real deal.
We got the real Loso Baby.
Besides the music, I definitely been trying to support everybody that's in my community when it comes to politics, when it comes to poetry, when it comes to artistry, and it's all format and so forth. Because I feel like we are the generation that can help the next generation.
Yes.
Just like how they was. You know.
Look at the talent in this room. Really taking what he just said.
Yeah, and I'm 24.
Yeah.
He's 24.
24.
We need more people. Come on, youth.
man.
We need more people like this. I know a lot of y'all have that knowledge, that talent, that you know what I'm saying?
You want out here writing books, Miss Arthur?
I
mean, come on now,
I guess I'll put it up there. I guess. Well, since we're talking about it,
yeah, we talking about it.
This is my book for. I mentioned it before, but this is my book called Fierce. It's my first book, mainly geared towards women. Mainly geared towards women. It tells my story on just basically all the health issues that I've been through and things like that. And men, don't be afraid to read it. Okay, let's not get all biased.
It's for you too.
It's for you too. Okay,
you gotta know what's going on in the women's
through
minds
poetry.
too.
You can get this.
That's how we get the inside look.
Yeah. Okay.
That's how we get the inside trade information.
Scoop.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you can go to my Facebook, Pesci Porter. I am currently working on my website, Pesci Porter. Just send me a message and give me your address and things, and I can ship it right to you. It is $15. So go and check that out. Pesci Porter, that's PESCHEPORTER.
And please go check it out. I just met her today. Great spirit. Down to earth. Please
Thank you.
Go check the book out. Please.
Thank you. And I'm looking forward to, learning more about Loso. This is my first time. Many of you probably first time as well meeting him. So
Loso been here.
Yeah, I've been
you been here before.
Okay, so this is my first time, and I'm excited to see what you.
See, for myself, I've done a lot in my life. I'm not gonna lie. At the age of 24, I've done a lot of bad things, and I've done a lot of good things to, dissipate the bad things. When it comes to my experience in life, it's not just about me, dog.
Okay.
It's really not. It's about shaking hands, making relationships, and comparing those, and really elevating others in order for my life to at least feel successful at the end of the day. Like if I had $1 million, half of that would go to charities, building a great community and so forth, because I want to build a music school, a music hall in my own neighborhood, Riverdale, Maryland. I don't know if anybody's over in Riverdale and so forth. I just want to build a community, because I felt like I wouldn't be in certain positions in my life at a younger age if that wasn't the case. If I was more comfortable doing music in my own neighborhood, I would be elevated at a very young age. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Look at that.
I think that's the thing about our generation. I think we do have a lot of in our generation that want to give back.
Yeah.
Ultimately.
It is.
Yeah.
Because we see how we came up and we understood the things that was missing in our communities, and we're like, all right, so they not here and we don't really see no signs of somebody putting it there, then we got to do it ourselves. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
Yo, what's your aspect on that when it comes to giving back in your own community? Because you're 20, you're not even legal. Okay?
I'm a baby, guys.
She's a baby.
I'm a baby. But wait, my birthday is coming up.
Yep.
May 10th.
Birthday shout out May 10th.
May 10th?
Yes.
May 30th.
Oh, we got the Mays in here.
Okay.
Mays in here.
Give me a hug, yo.
Virgos out here. That's right. Yeah. Whoop, whoop. That's right, Grandma. Virgo up.
Yo.
We in here. We think Steve's.
Okay. Yeah. I'm 100% all for that. Like I said, my book it shares a bunch of I love to read books that inspires me.
Yes,
I don't
definitely.
like me personally, I like to read a book and know that I'm receiving some form of knowledge. I don't really like stories and things like that.
Okay.
I love to receive some form of knowledge. I was reading the Steve Harvey book.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Which one?
Act Like a Lady, Think Like a
Like a
Man.
Man.
Okay. I heard that's a good read.
I'm in that stage now,
That's
guys.
good.
You like, you wanna get, you
I'm trying to get
Yeah.
into y'all, man. Y'all
trying to
guys,
get to our
man.
minds,
Trying to get into our minds, see how y'all think.
Question: would people receive that same, I guess, idea when it comes to progression in your book?
Yes. So mine is all about. Okay, I went through this situation where, you know, a lot of us feel like we can't be alone. We always have to be in a relationship or a
Yep.
friendship or
Yep.
have people around.
Have a connection.
Have a connection with yourself. Be involved with yourself. Love yourself. Write down what you like to do. We always
true.
worried about how many people go to the movies by themselves?
I do. I'm not even gonna lie.
I do. Sometimes.
But it's rare.
When I get the time to do it.
It's rare.
It's
Not
rare.
many people go to the movies by themselves. We always
at
feel
all.
like we have to go with someone.
Yep.
You don't have to go with nobody.
No.
Take yourself out, okay?
Yes,
How
treat
many people
yourself.
go out to take themselves out to eat and sit at the table? I mean, literally.
If it ain't lunch,
You bring your
Sit at
mirror.
the table.
You bring your mirror with you. Just put the mirror on the side. But you be like, look, we just gonna have dinner.
We're gonna
Me
have
and
a
you.
conversation.
Me and you.
Okay, and then the rest of people looking at him like, yeah, he might
Yeah,
need
they
help.
crazy.
He
They
might
sending
need
you some help. And
But
they ain't gonna bring no
see,
drinks
not
either.
many people take themselves out to eat. You don't have to have nobody. Take yourself out to eat. Enjoy yourself. Heck, I even go in there and put my little Netflix up. People be looking at me like, I'm having a good time.
Yes.
I'm having a good time.
Yes.
You know,
ma'am.
so that's one of the key points that I like in there, that I had to put in there to inspire people is to being alone doesn't mean you have to be sad or anything
Okay.
like that. Just get to know yourself.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
A lot of people that I think that's the case in our generation. We don't get time to like really in depth in ourselves because we're trying to grow up at the same time. We're trying to
Yeah.
figure out the things we got to do in real life situations in the hand.
sure.
You know, what's facing us head on. So
Definitely.
I'm
And then we always trying to
experiencing
do
that
what
now.
other
You know
people
what I'm
are
saying?
doing.
Yeah, like I'm experiencing that now where like different things are coming up that I've never experienced before. But at the same time, I'm trying to also find out what the things but figure out me, if this is the
Right.
path that I want to take, or if these are the certain paths that I want to take. And it's kind of like a tug and pull because, you know, you want to jump forward, but it's still something right here that's still kind of like holding you there.
Let me get you right there.
Okay,
right?
okay,
So
okay.
I see one of the topics is health and wellness, right? How is you guys' mind frame when it comes to your mental health, and also how did it get to this point that you are right now?
Okay, we about to go there.
Who want to start? Yeah.
See
We
what
want
you're
to
doing
prepare
there.
for that one. Okay,
'Cause I can go ahead and go
coming
first.
in.
Oh, yeah, no.
I can go ahead
Take
and
it
go
away.
first.
Take it away.
So for myself, like I said, I did a lot of bad deeds in my life, okay?
Okay.
But I'm recently baptized and so forth, and I give my life to God. And really, thank y'all.
Can I get a hallelujah?
It took a lot. It took a lot. You know, I was on a very dark path, man. I'm telling you. But it's just more of when it came to how I grew up, seeing a lot of things around me kind of rubbed off. So it was like, this is all I know at this point. So when I'm introduced to a better life and seeing what a better life can be, which a lot of kids don't see, it's like kind of forbidden to them to see somebody with a lot of money and they didn't get it by illegal means and so forth.
Right.
So
Right.
for me, it was like a double-edged sword because I'm in the hood, but I'm going to Thomas G. Pullen and the BPA
Shout out
program.
to Thomas G. Pullen.
You know what I'm saying?
I went there.
Yeah. Oh, you did? What?
Man, y'all don't even
Shout
know.
out-
Y'all don't even know.
Shout out to
May
Thomas
birthday.
G. Pullen.
Thomas G. Pullen's
Shout out
connection.
Thomas G. Pullen.
Shout out Thomas G.
Then I went to Suitland High School and I went to the VPA program. So y'all don't even know I performed at Disney World, like literally in competitions and so forth, and just we was really good. We was really good. Seriously. And like even thinking of that right now, even saying that to you, it's like you performed at Disney World.
Yeah, because I'm
I
thinking that
would
in my
kill
mind right now.
for that right now.
Man,
For
what?
real,
I
a
would
lot of people
kill-
would
you know
for that
what that would do
experience
for my
alone.
career?
Popular?
For that experience
I
alone.
was 12. I was 12, 11 years old doing that. And it didn't even phase me in my mind because I'm just like, Disney World, Mickey Mouse, I want to go on rides.
Yeah.
I wasn't thinking about, wow, this is
I'm
so great.
performing
I'm
of it.
performing in front of
Yeah.
thousands of people.
You can put that
you know
on
what
your
I'm saying?
resume,
Like
you
on
know
the
what I'm saying?
main
Instead of
stage
your
right
resume.
there. So it was like a lot of that and a lot of this that really kind of shaped my mind into, okay, I don't have to necessarily do what everybody's doing around my neighborhood. I need to expand my mind and actually be around successful people that have done it the right way. So that paved the way for my mind to think how it is
around
right
people
now.
with the same mindset as you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And that's the
So-
thing. That's the thing.
And that's what we're trying to influence here, okay? Let's do things the right way.
Okay. Well, what about
Yeah,
yourself
getting
and your
around people
experience
with
with
the same mindset,
mental
yeah.
health and so forth? Like, how did you progress
Put
when
the
it came
camera
to
on you.
life?
Put the camera on you. Yep. Put it on.
I don't know what aspect I want to go in. Okay, let's say. So, when growing up, and I'm gonna try to put this in, quick. Growing up, I was diagnosed with a lot of health issues. Okay, so it started off with ADHD. Then Then it went next to. Wow, so many. I forget the order. So it started off with ADHD. Then it went next to Crohn's disease. That's an inflammatory disease. I guess it's hereditary.
Okay.
So, your strict diet and things like that, always out of school, stomach pains.
Yeah.
Nobody in my high school knew.
Really?
Except for one person I was dating at the time. Because,
Yeah, why not?
keep that, right? Nobody knew. I used to be like, oh, I don't feel like going to school today. Or, oh, I don't feel good. Never said why. So then after that, it led to anxiety. I know a lot of people out there have anxiety. I'm one of those people.
Yeah.
Then it led to hyperthyroids, and then it led to SVT. A lot of people don't know what SVT is. It's heart palpitations. My heart rate went up to 250. The hospital had to. The hospital, Lord. The ambulance came in my home. 6 of them. Wait.
How old were you?
19.
It was
This all started. This all
recent,
started
yeah.
in high school.
Yeah.
Well, actually, I was diagnosed with ADHD when I was in elementary school.
Okay.
But the rest of this, the rest of
The heart problems.
yeah,
and so
all
forth.
of that was
High
end of
school.
high school, college. So it was all hitting me back to back. The big one for me was the Crohn's disease. I'm like, what? Me? I can get a disease? What?
Right.
And
I
what
didn't
is
know
that
that.
for people that don't know what that is?
That is an inflammatory disease. It's in your stomach. There's different forms of, that aspect. It's basically when part of your intestines is inflamed.
Okay.
I was actually blessed, thanks to God. The inflammation all went down, but I'm still on treatment called Remicade. It's through an IV that helps me with that. So a lot of things you can't eat raw vegetables, and because it doesn't break down well, it just sits there.
Okay.
Whole. So, and then it gives you bad pains, and it's a lot more that comes with it.
Okay.
So I faced that, and I didn't want to tell nobody. I
Right.
felt like I was gonna be
Right.
judged.
Yeah.
Everybody always asked me, why are you always at the hospital? I used to make up stuff like, oh, I hurt my ankle. You know what I'm saying? Oh, my wrist hurt. Because I was embarrassed.
Yeah.
I'm young.
Yeah.
Why am I getting all these health issues? I'm
Right.
young.
Nah,
You know?
yeah.
So I've never wanted to say that, and one day I was writing, and that's how I got into the book, and my mom saw it, and parents just don't leave things alone. Okay. My mom's like, what you writing? And what are you writing? And I'm like, nothing, And she's like, okay, go in the bathroom. Guess what she's doing?
Yeah, but in the book, up in the book.
Good,
So I
if that
told
ain't
you
nosy,
nothing,
I
mama.
don't know
Damn,
what
mama.
it is. So then she reached out to a publisher. They contact me, and they're like, hey, we heard you want to write a book. And I'm like,
Wow.
What?
Yeah.
who?
Wow.
Nah, I think I had the wrong name. No, Pesci Porter, that's you. I was like,
Wow.
yikes. So that's how I got into this, and I did it through poetry because, again, I was still going through that phase of not wanting to really be direct and tell people what I had.
Okay.
And I was inching. So one page is called, one poem is called Faith.
Okay.
And
What's
that's
that
when
about?
I told everybody that I had Crohn's disease.
Okay. Okay.
That was my
big.
start.
That was a big step
That was
for
my
you,
start.
though, because you said
I
you
never
didn't want
went
to
through
tell
everything
nobody.
else. Stay tuned to the second book, okay?
Yes,
You don't know when.
definitely.
I don't even know when, but that's coming, okay? I'm gonna be a little bit more in depth, but that's why I went through poetry.
Okay. So you telling me that writing and so forth, putting your art on the line, that kind of exuded a lot of energy that was held up with the stress that you was going
Yes, because, like I stated before one time, a lot of people, we can't. If a person is not going through the same thing as you, you can't tell me it's gonna be okay.
through? No.
I don't want to hear that. That's
And
the
I
last thing I
understand.
want to hear.
I understand.
You know, So when I wrote to myself, I read it and I understood. I'm like, I can relate to her. This girl right here, she's talking to me, and I'm like, yes, me too. My fault. I'm getting all intense. Let me bring it down. Let me bring it down.
Hey, nah.
But I'm like, me too. Like, you know, I have Crohn's too. I have thyroid, you know, and it's like a point where I can relate and connect to myself. I got tired of trying to make people understanding what I was going through. And they like, yeah, I understand. No, you don't understand. You don't understand those days that I left out of school. I was out of school for weeks. You don't understand that I'm in the hospital, constantly getting procedures done and stuff like that. The biggest, scariest one for me was the SVT, the heart procedure. The guy, I was in the back of the ambulance. I remember this like it was yesterday. The guy said, if your heart gets to 300, we're going to have to shock your heart rate, and we're going to hope that you be here. Man. That was his indirect words to me. We're going to hope that you be here.
We're going to hope.
I'm thinking like
it's over.
Yeah, at that point, you 19 years old,
like,
you sit on
the last thing that you want to say, hey, if you remember me, I'm sorry. I appreciate you guys to get me there, but the last thing you want to say to somebody is, if your heart rate gets to 300, we're going to have to shock your heart rate, your heart. I'm already can't breathe. I'm like, you know, that was the scariest thing in my life, to see my mother crying and stuff like that. So that's where my book comes from. A lot of people say, oh, you 20 years old, you ain't been through life. You ain't seen nothing.
You don't know what you've been through. You don't know what you've been through.
Wait a minute now. Let me tell you what I've been through.
You don't know Miss Porter.
Yeah.
You don't know.
You know what I'm saying? Let me tell I'll tell you what I've been through. But that was definitely my health and wellness segment right there.
For sure. Well, that was. Hey, we're gonna take a break on that one. We take a break. we gotta collect ourselves and come back. You know, and get our energy back up.
All right now.
But yeah, we're gonna be right back. Stay tuned. 4 Youth Live.
4 Youth.
3 Youth Live today.
3 Youth Live. It is gonna change.
Forgiving each other.
turn the camera off.
Are we back?
And we back.
And we back.
Yeah.
And we back. And we back. Yeah. Oh, we having fun, boy. I'm telling you.
We are having fun,
we
man.
that energy today. We
Yeah.
energy today.
Wait a minute, though. We got to tell them to call in.
Oh yeah, call in.
Call in.
Somebody tell them the number. What's the number? What's the number?
240-719-2560.
719-2560. All right.
Alrighty, call in. You know, ask us anything, say anything you want us to mention, or
please.
you have a brand, you're into music, art,
If you want to
actor,
if you want to sing on the phone,
whatever.
come on, call in.
Reach
sing
out
on the phone.
Y'all, wait.
It's
We-
the youth.
hey,
It's the youth.
This man,
Dude, we live
he
in
just said if you want to sing on the phone.
Come on, sing on the phone. Come on.
Yeah,
Say your
please.
name, say your artist. Hey,
Yes,
take
sir.
it all
Yes, sir.
today. Take
So
it
yeah,
all.
but like on our previous segment that we had, I want to get to your experience when it comes to mental health and so forth. And
My
then we gonna-
experience.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I grew up as a drummer. You know, coming up in the industry, like not industry, but coming up in the world of art.
Uh-huh.
I think, you know, coming in that realm, you have to have pretty mental strength because you get a lot of criticism.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying, on what you love to do
Yeah.
ultimately. And being a drummer, I went to Duke Ellington School of the Arts, so you know you get over there, they're hot on you because they want you to be the best. I mean, you ultimately at the end of the day, you know that they want you to be the best, but it just hurts at the end of the day when they tell you, oh, you're so far away, or you think that you're close. And then somebody tells you, oh, you're so far, like, you know, that person's better than you.
Yeah.
Or, like, you got to come to grips with that in that motion and think, like, oh, man, like, you know what, he do got some more chops better than me, you know.
Yeah.
He do got to take this part over me, you know. And I think in that realm of, like, performing and stuff like that, it's just, you got to be really mentally strong to take those lumps and those bruises and be able to, like, ultimately it should make you better.
Yeah.
But I know a lot of drummers out there, a lot of musicians and artists who get that criticism, they just
shut down.
They put the instruments down. They like, man, I got plenty of people who I like to hit up because I enjoyed their vibes when I was in high school. And I'm hitting them up and I'm like, yo, we're trying to get a gig. We're trying to do this. I need you to be a horn player to come on this. And they're like, I ain't touched a horn since I left high school. You know what I'm
let me
saying?
ask you something. What was, because then we're going to go to our next subject, what was the key component to shift your mindset into who you are today?
So,
what was that one thing that was like, wow, I need to change?
Okay.
So I had a here, like, this is it moment type of moment, like one time. My grandma probably know about it. I'm gonna tell the story, but it was
How
like
old
for
were you?
I don't know how old I was. Probably about, might have been like 16, something like that. I don't know.
How old are you
I
now?
was, right now, 26.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
wait
Yeah.
a minute now.
Well, hold up.
I'm really the baby
He
in
said,
here.
well, hold up. No, yeah. Heck
Wait
yeah.
a minute, I'm really the baby in here.
Hey, you 20.
Okay,
son.
okay, but go ahead, finish
We need
up.
that though, but yeah, pretty much like it was for a convention. It's like for the gospel convention with Moye. National Convention of Gospel Choirs and Choruses.
Okay.
Yes. And it was like a regional event that was here in the city, and I was up there playing. I was there for like a rehearsal or something. I was in there playing, and I was thinking I was doing a good job, but I wasn't doing it to the point where the instructor was saying, you know, that's not what he wanted. He wanted something else. So in front of like the whole like thing, he told me to get off the drum and told somebody else to come on.
Ooh.
So I'm like,
Ooh.
dang, like,
That's
you
harsh.
know, I've been coming to rehearsal, you know, and this guy this is his first day here, you know, he just like, hey, nah, I want him.
That's
you know,
demoralizing.
boom.
Yeah.
And, you know, I'm sitting back like, dang, like, you know, I don't even know if I want to,
Okay.
you know, and my godfather's always told me, my godfather's a musician too, he's always told me, say, you know, if this is not what you wanna really do, then you can step back from it. You don't gotta keep putting your energy into it.
Okay.
So that's kind of like clicked in my head that time, like, well, I mean, I thought I was giving it. I thought I'm gonna be playing with the regional choir and everything, and I'm thinking that I'm doing it, you know, and then I get told that I'm not good enough.
Right.
You know, and I'm like, all right, but that instead of me taking and sitting back and saying I'm not good enough, I just started to really kick that in gear, saying, okay, you know what? I'm not gonna let this moment happen again.
Right.
No.
Like,
Okay.
You know what? I'm gonna be good enough to be able to sit at the drums and be like, you know, nobody's gonna tell me to get up. You know,
Okay.
You know,
Yes.
So
I kinda,
let's
took that and just embraced it
For sure.
and just took that and just made it a strength, instead of making it a weakness. You know,
Definitely.
just taking those criticisms, like taking like, okay, what did I do that he did? And the other guy came up, he had a more powerful foot. All right, go work on my foot.
Yep.
You know, so it's just those takes. You just gotta take those in those moments, to kind of step back out of the moment and take that. You know, when you get criticized in that moment, take the criticism, step back. All right, what did I get
Evaluate
criticized? What
yourself.
did he just criticize me for? Okay, I could have did that better. Go work on it. Now you
So
come
let's
back
use
next
that
time.
criticism as positivity to better yourself, okay?
For sure.
Health and wellness, stay positive.
Stay positive.
Yes.
Well.
So we're gonna transition.
Yeah,
to
we're
the
gonna
importance of
transition.
voting.
Yeah, vote in.
Voting season is here.
Hey,
We gotta get the
I'm
Trump
20
year
now.
out of the office, you know what I'm saying? I was reading the reason why I kind of put this on it because I read an article recently. Bernie saying, I know Bernie is still running.
Of course,
I
that's
know
my
Bernie,
man.
Uncle Bernie
That's
still
my
running.
man.
Uncle Bernie.
Uncle Bernie still running.
Hey.
I read an article that said that millennials hold such a huge weight in this election because last election we didn't really get out and vote.
No.
Nope.
And right now they was showing that Bernie is like he could win if he's right now he's playing the millennial. You know,
Of course he has
Yep.
to.
He's supporting us.
Saying?
He's
So
supporting us.
He's saying that if we get a full millennial vote out there, we can change. Like we're able to tilt some things.
Okay.
Like, you know, because half of the population on Earth right now, I think they said 1/3 of the Earth population is below is in the millennials type younger generation.
Okay.
So that's why a lot of the older people are telling us, not older people, but our elders.
Yeah.
They're telling us that the future is us.
It is.
Because
Wow.
we pretty much are almost 1/3 of the Earth's population.
Yeah, I
You know
mean,
what I'm saying?
it's a lot of young people out here.
We are. And we need to
Okay.
take the energy from I think this is why we have the show, so we can bridge
What
that
is it,
gap. and
18,
we can take the
19
knowledge.
to
Yeah,
vote?
18, 19 to vote.
Okay.
If you ain't
Now I'm gonna
ready
be
to vote,
honest. I haven't voted yet.
Okay.
But guess what? It's 2020, and I'm gonna do that.
Yes.
vote this year?
yes.
I'm
Did you
gonna vote
vote
this
last
year.
year?
Nope.
Oh.
I didn't vote last time.
Uh-huh.
See, the thing
I didn't vote last year, but hey,
Thanks for
if
your
you
honesty.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
if you wanted me, we gonna be different.
Yo, please
We're gonna be
do.
different.
Because at the end of the day, we got a 26-year-old, 24-year-old, 20-year-old, and we all have to understand that when it comes to this gap that we have between the old generation and new generation and millennials and so forth, we have to step up in order for everybody to be great. Because at the end of the
for
day,
sure.
we can't just sit here and just be like,
Little bad.
oh, yeah, I'm going to vote and not influence somebody to vote. No,
Yeah.
no, you have to reach
That's why.
out.
That's why I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Okay, because I know there's many people out there like me who haven't.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but
And why
we're not-
haven't you?
one, I thought it was. I didn't know the age. I definitely didn't know the age.
Okay, you
I
didn't have
thought
enough information.
I didn't have enough
Information.
information.
Okay.
And also, granted, I should have that have it in me to go vote. Nobody should have to tell me. But I didn't have my. Sorry, Mama, but I'm snitching. Okay, I'm sorry.
Sorry, Mama.
My mom wasn't pressuring me to do so. She was like, "Oh, you need to vote." You know what I'm saying? But when your mom say you need to go out there today, it's a different tone. Okay,
Yeah,
it's a different
yeah,
tone.
yeah,
It's different
yeah.
energy. And you like, yeah, if I don't do this, I know what I'm coming into. Okay.
Okay.
So she didn't put it on me. You know, she didn't apply that pressure.
Okay. I got a question for both of y'all. Do you feel like it's important to vote, and why?
Whoo.
What is your answer
Yes.
towards that?
Yes. I'm gonna let you take it away though. I'm gonna
Go
let you
ahead.
take it away. Go ahead.
So I'm just okay. I'm gonna be honest about it.
Of
So,
course,
I mean,
we
I'm-
gotta relate to the youth, man. We gotta be real.
We are the
I'm a
youth.
We gotta be real.
I'm a contractor for the VA and the government. So,
Okay.
And I see a lot of stuff, a lot of moving and shaking that's going on down there. I'm in a lot of restaurants where a lot of the government officials are down there talking and stuff, and the vibe is just so, especially in this political atmosphere, it's just so, you don't really know where to, it's such like a plain, like,
Okay.
you don't know what to do.
Okay.
And I think that's why a lot of people who put the message out there of saying don't even vote,
Okay.
they're getting such a big following because it's like, yeah, I see the point. Like, what's the point if this Trump going to get in office or if we got Bloomberg, if money is being the
okay.
ultimate, like, device of getting into office, then what's the point of even voting? I think
Okay.
that's what our generation is thinking. Like, we see it for face value and we come up, and let's be honest, we got some of our parents that tell us, what's the use of, they don't really get a party or nothing like that. Then everybody wants to do so.
What are you thinking?
I'm thinking.
What's your opinion on voting?
My opinion on voting, I think we got to take advantage of our right to vote because our ancestors and stuff, fought for us to vote.
Okay.
And that's one of my things. Like we're gonna get Stan to chime in too because he chomped the bill.
Okay.
But I do vote. I do vote because I don't want to be the one sitting in the back like. Oh yeah, I voted and everything. I'm like, oh well, I can't really say. I feel like if you don't vote, then you don't really got a right to kind of like put your voice in it.
Yeah.
You not be able to make any excuses or say anything about what's going on because you ain't really participate in it. So.
Right.
Got you. What about yourself?
Me?
Do you think it's important to vote, and are you going to vote?
I believe it's important to vote, but I was in let's just say I'm voting this year. Okay.
Okay.
Because the outcome of who's our president now, feel like we could do better. Mm-hmm. We could do better. We want better, but we don't put the energy in to do better.
Yes.
Now, listen, there's a back thought of, I know many of people can relate to this. What is my vote going to do? Mm-hmm. It doesn't really matter. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Out of thousands of billions of people, it doesn't really matter. Mm-hmm. Does my vote really matter? Mm-hmm. But then when you see the church, you're like, because like that little percent there, we could have, instead of been here, we could have been like here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So my whole mindset aspect has changed on that. So I'm definitely going to take part in that.
Come on, what's up?
Oh, man. Well, I have a lot to say about voting.
Okay.
All right.
Give it to us.
One of the major issues with voting is that since slavery, our people have not upgraded, changed, corrected their political status. We have a poor legal disposition, and we are still recognized in the society as 3/5 persons. So one black person's vote is not even a whole vote. It takes 2 black people to have 1 vote. A lot of us don't know that. Since slavery and Jim Crow, we are still 3/5 persons right now, 2020.
I believe you.
That's absolutely a fact.
That is
a fact. Now, when it comes to presidents and electing the most powerful position, we really don't have much influence anyway.
Okay.
If y'all remember, I believe Hillary won the popular vote.
Right.
And Trump was put in by the Electoral College. Electoral College has the real say in who becomes the president. No matter how much of us go out there and vote, we can only influence the people in the Electoral College to pick our desired candidate. We can't make that person choose who we want to be in there.
Exactly.
Sure.
But
Okay.
understand, just like Obama, we need to treat every election such as, because if we want somebody in office, we can put that person in office.
Right.
Understand what our vote meant in 2008.
We'll see.
Everybody poured out. You understand how many people voted that was your complexion?
Right.
Understand how the culture can shift
saying.
if we actually go out. That's what I'm saying.
We could be inspired to do a lot of things, but we also have to know the facts and we have to do the research. Now, when you bring up Obama, okay, there were several people that they were trying to groom to be black presidents before him.
Okay.
I'll give you one. One was Colin Powell. He refused. He didn't want to be a president.
Okay.
And he said, just like Muhammad Ali said, only way they'll put a black man in office is if it's on a sinking ship. And that's exactly what they gave Obama. None of them European males wanted to sit in that seat. Okay. And he stepped into it, turned the whole thing around. Remember, at the time Obama was coming through, they said we was going to go through a depression.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're right.
So it was not just the strength of the people. It was, a lot of people didn't want the seat. The seat was a hot seat.
But see, I don't agree with that. Because at the end of the day, when it comes to the culture and what we have to influence, we can make a difference. If we all just put our hands together and so forth, we can have our own daggone government. But at the end of the day, we can't just sit here and be like, this is the facts.
I didn't say
our vote doesn't count. We only have a certain percentage.
No.
When the full percentage can be in effect.
You're missing my point. It's not that we don't have influence. We have a lot of influence, but there's a lot of things that set precedents for standard. One of those is called legal status.
Okay.
We don't even have a full vote. I challenge you to do the research. I challenge you to go out there and look at it. It will stare right back at you in the face. But we gonna move on. But I would say where most of our voting power lies in our local government. That's where most of your voting power lies.
And I'll agree on that.
So let me close this segment right here before we take a break and say, my opinion, if we can make stuff trend, we can make a difference in the world. So, even though we do have different perspectives on things, let's go vote.
Please,
For Youth Live.
Please.
Be right
It's
back.
2020.
Be right back.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Hey. Okay.
Oh, wait.
Always sisters, always friends. Let's stay real close till the end. Forgiving each other, letting love cover. Always sisters, always friends. We have to live in harmony, even though we may disagree. 'Cause fighting each other is not the answer. Sharing the grace, let's be enriched with peace and love, letting compassion from above. Never forsaking, just understanding. Ain't that what families are made of? No matter what may come or go, we stick together and it shows. This bond between us, foundation is trust. That's what yes, it is. Family's all about.
And we back. And we back. And we back. And we back.
And we back.
Yeah. Y'all thought we wasn't coming back?
So this is gonna be. We about to wrap it up here, but this is like something we like to call let us put you on.
Let us put you on.
Let us put you on, man.
This is like any information that y'all may not know that's out there. That's and then we just gonna put you on right quick.
We're going to put you on.
This is real quick. This is real. This is for all everybody that's out there that's going to want to work this summer. Today's the last day, all right, to sign up for the Mayor Youth Program. Yeah, today's the last day to do that. Go out there and sign up for your summer youth employment jobs.
Okay.
'Cause we need that money.
He's putting you
You
on.
need the money.
Putting you
Mama
on.
don't want
He's
you
putting
at
you
home this- Mama don't want you at home this summer. You need to get some money in your pocket.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So let me put you on.
Mm-hmm.
We have my friend Deja Jackson,
Okay,
who
Deja.
just started her YouTube channel. Shout out to Deja. Her
Okay,
YouTube
Deja.
channel is called It's Deja J.
It's Deja
And I know
J.
she watching this. So shout out to you, girl. She's giving all types of contact. I said contact. Wow.
Content.
She's giving all types of content. Her main content that she is focusing on is makeup. So, ladies, if you need new suggestions and new product, excuse me if I'm saying this wrong, 'cause I don't wear makeup, so I don't really know about, you know what I'm saying? But guess what? I'm putting you on, so I'm gonna put myself on too, okay?
Yeah.
So she's into makeup and things like that. Also, the next person we have, Myron, my friend, my closest friend. He has a clothing line out with him and his brothers are called Against All Doubters. That is on Instagram. Check it out on Twitter. Go get you some merch.
What's the Twitter?
Twitter. Shoot. Why am I tripping today?
That's all.
Against All Doubters.
Against all doubt.
I'm
Against all
tripping.
doubters. All right.
Against
all.
all doubters, okay?
That's all you got.
Anybody, they doubted you,
They doubted me.
but we against them.
So, I like to shout out. I got a lot of people to shout out.
Shout him out.
Shout out Jordan Jackson. He's doing a lot for himself. He's a rapper out of the DMV. I'm gonna just
Okay.
shout out all the DMV artists right now.
Yeah.
Go ahead and check out Jordan Jackson.
Go Jordan.
Tazzy Kulando, R&B artist, doing his thing out here. Troy IV, he just dropped a project not too long ago, dropped a single. He's also doing a podcast as well called Algorithm. Go check that out. Who else I got? I know too many people, and y'all can get mad if I don't remember y'all. But I remember y'all, and I love y'all. And I also, like I said before, I released a single February 3rd. It's called Wet. Type in Loso Baby on Google, LOSO Baby. I'm about to drop a project coming soon, y'all.
Okay.
Follow me at LBDYC. That's everywhere. L, B as in boy, D as in dog, YC. And yeah, check me out, yo.
Okay.
And check these beautiful
I'm about
young
to do
people
that.
out,
I'm about
too.
to do that right now.
Yeah.
Right now.
Yeah.
Check us out.
Check us out. For Youth Live. Continue to share.
Yes.
Join us.
This was a
Continue
great
watching
show.
the Four
Good.
Sisters
So
Live.
you gotta come back, bro. You gotta come
coming
back.
back.
Yeah.
You know,
I'm coming
you
back,
can't just because Noah not here. You
Yeah.
gotta come back 'cause, you know.
So shout out
Yeah.
again. We thank y'all again for the Four
Shout out to
Sisters. We
Noah.
wouldn't be
Noah's
here.
in New York today.
Yes.
That's why he ain't here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Handling
Okay.
business
Just
up
go
there
on
in
tell,
NY.
yeah, go tell him his
know.
business.
And Four Sisters,
Yeah.
they are so
Tell 'em
amazing.
we-
I
Yeah, we
appreciate
thank you
y'all.
guys so much. We wouldn't be here if it wasn't for the Four Sisters. So we want to show our love and appreciation. And I think we about to be out. Yeah, about to be out.
We about to be out.
We about to be
So
out.
thank y'all for showing up.
Thank y'all
For
for.
real.
It's been real.
For real.
Let's go.
For real. Let's do this thing.
Clap it up. 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 Okay.
Always